Hello, I'm Ali Langdon. Welcome to A Current Affair. Lucy should be on her honeymoon with the love of her life, Zach, but he was killed by an out-of-control ute pulling a caravan. The driver suffered a medical episode, colliding with 5 cars before Zach was struck. It was an accident, but Lucy says it could have been avoided.
He was so kind and gentle and understanding and compassionate.
It's a perfect fit. Oh, come here.
I wanted to live my life with Zach, and I won't get to.
You've lost part of you.
Oh, I've lost everything.
I love you. And what would it have meant to the two of you to see your kids married?
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Yep, it would have been.
To see them happy and together and in love and starting their life.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
I miss him so much. Miss him so much. I'm just always crying every night. I just want him back.
It's hard to put into words the amount of pain one fateful afternoon here on Queensland's Sunshine Coast has caused. This strip of shops was the scene of an unimaginable loss. One family members are hoping will trigger change.
Oh, that one was so funny.
Zachary Wilson is his name. He was 27 years old, best mate to many, soulmate to Lucy. By now, the two of you should have been a newly minted married couple.
Yeah, we would be on our honeymoon. We were actually wanting to move out at the start of this year, so we'd have our own place, we'd finally get our own space, like we could start our life, and we don't get to.
Zach's young life came to an abrupt end in October last year. He was working roadside as a landscaper when this horror crash unfolded.
I check my phone and I have a text message from his HR manager saying, "Lucy, can you call me as soon as you see this?" As soon as I saw that text message, my stomach dropped because I knew something must have happened.
Zach was rushed to hospital and was placed on life support.
I'm just like, "Zach, squeeze my hand. Zach, open your eyes. Like, Zach, just do something."
But no amount of pleading or praying could have brought him back. Zach had suffered a catastrophic brain injury.
They turned it off. A few minutes went by, and that's when they said his heart has stopped. And that's when we had to leave. Like, I get really upset because it's like I will love him for the rest of my life, but I will never get to love him again.
It's my absolute worst nightmare. It's I'm just trying to survive each day. I mean, I'm actually living in hell.
Zach's mum Mary and Lucy's mum Jodie have come together in their own grief to support Lucy in hers.
It's just so unfair, and the what ifs really do drive you crazy.
What makes Zach's untimely death all the more shocking is just how extraordinary the crash was that killed him. The car involved allegedly veered into oncoming traffic more than 200 metres away, colliding with 5 cars, including one that was parked, pushing it into Zach. The male driver was in this ute with a bull bar, towing a large caravan. The family was told he'd suffered an epileptic fit.
If he was driving a smaller vehicle, he would not have ploughed through 4 cars and then hit a 5th car with such force. He had 4 tonnes of weight behind him, so he was a battering ram.
In Queensland, drivers must notify authorities if they have a medical condition, but there are no rules around what they can drive. Zach's family says that needs to change, calling for limits on vehicle choices to safer, smaller cars, a ban on bull bars and restrictions on towing. You believe if your suggestions were in place as law at the time, Zach would still be here today?
Yeah.
If he was driving a smaller car, he would have hit the first car and that would have been the end of it. It wouldn't have gone on for 250 metres and hit Zach. If he was in a smaller car, Zach would still be alive.
The family, including Zach's brother Jed, also want tougher penalties for drivers involved in fatal crashes, even if they have declared a medical condition.
If these things can reduce or mitigate the chance of someone experiencing what I'm experiencing, then I'm all for it. I mean, I would never wish this on anyone.
He and Mum Mary had been avoiding Zach's memorial until recently.
This was a part of his story, so I have to read the end, even though I might not enjoy it.
They invited us to be part of their first visit, not wanting to mask the magnitude of their hurt.
And our lives would never, ever be the same ever again. And so much has been lost.
If there's any comfort in their loss, it's that Zach lives on in 3 strangers who received his organs when he passed away.
There's still pieces of him that get to carry on and make somebody else's life better. So yeah, definitely does bring some comfort.
Must make you proud.
I'm very proud of him.
At this stage, no one's been charged. Police are still investigating, and while Zach's family wait for answers, they've launched a petition calling for those changes to be made.